Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Macabre and welcome back to my movie library. I got a new 4K Blu-ray today that I just wanted to talk about real quick. I got this bad boy picked up at my local record store because it's a couple of dollars cheaper than getting off of Amazon. Thank you to Scream Factory. We have the release of the Roger Corman produced 1981, or 82, I'm sorry. Yeah, 1982 Alien slash Star Wars slash Battlestar Galactica knockoff. We have Forbidden World. Of course, it took me a couple seconds to get to that, even though you already know what I'm talking about because of the title of the video. But yeah, we got in Forbidden World from Scream Factory. And I gotta say right from the outset, this is one of those 4Ks, like honestly, this is one of those things. Like the movie looks a lot better than it has any right to look. Because you got to consider we're dealing with just like basically that's what it is. It's a low budget Star Wars Alien Battlestar Galactica knockoff and everything else, except with lots more boobs and goo and blood and stuff like that in it. But this movie is cheesy fun. I mean, it's definitely not going to be a Nobel Prize winning film or anything like that, but it is fun to watch. I will have to say though, I'm sorry in terms of this is again one of these instances. I know this has been on Blu-ray before. It was one of those movies. For one reason or another, I just never got around to picking it up, and now. I just saw it's like well, it's coming to 4K. If I'm going to get it, may as well just go ahead and get it on 4K. So I will have to say I'm not going to be able to compare it in terms with the old Blu-ray or the old DVD or anything like that. All I can do is just tell you how the 4K looks, and the transfer on here is gorgeous. It looks great. I will say that there are definitely a couple of moments where, some of the effects do look a little bit obvious. Like, for instance, there's a Michael Bowen, who you would remember from a couple of Tarantino's films like Kill Bill and Jackie Brown. In Kill Bill, he was the nurse's aide. Is like, my name is Buck and I'm here to fuck. And he in Jackie Brown, he was the agent with Michael Keaton's character. So yeah, he's in this, and he gets attacked by the alien, and you see that like he's melting and dissolving and stuff. You could see there's like a part of the table. You could see it's like a puppet on a table and stuff. You could kind of tell. A couple of the match shots do look pretty obvious, but other than that, honestly, this transfer on here looks really good. And this movie is actually some of the laser, like laser fire beam effects and stuff like that don't really hold up so well. But a lot of this stuff actually, a lot of it does hold up. It still looks pretty good, and it still holds up well for this 4K transfer. So. I can say, like I said, even though I've never bought the Blu-ray or anything like that before, I could, if you ask me, do I think this is worth getting? It's like, if you love the movie, if you're a fan of the movie and stuff, if you've never had it before, I would say, yeah, just go ahead and go for the 4K. It's like, why not? Just go ahead and get probably the best picture quality there is. There's very little grain in the picture quality. It looks, it's a very sharp image. Looks really good. It's like, in case if anybody's wondering, fans of this movie, in case if you're wondering, like, how does the eye candy look in this movie? It's like, yeah, the eye candy holds up very, very well. You have June Chadwick. Some of these actors, it took me a couple of minutes to remember who they were. Like June Chadwick, it's like I had to look her up. It's like, she looks familiar. I know damn well she looks familiar. I couldn't place her finally. It's like, oh, yeah, okay. She played Michael McKean's girlfriend, and this is Spinal Tap. Took me a couple of seconds. And then there was actor Ray Oliver. And I was like, man, I know that guy. Where do I know him from? And then finally it occurred to me, oh, he was Dr. Death in the original Child's Play. The doctor is like, I can't do that, Chucky. You are an abomination. You perverted everything I taught you. But, yeah. But you got some really good practical effects in here, and honestly, yeah, this is pretty cool. Okay, let's get into this. Here's the back. I don't believe that there are anything new as far as bonus features. I think the only thing new here is the 4K restoration. I think everything else is, I believe that, I think it was Shout Factory did the, or Scream Factory did the Blu-ray of this. So I think they pretty much just, no new bonus features. They just pretty much imported everything over. So disc one, and one thing I will say is definitely a plus of this, is that both the 4K and the Blu-ray includes both the theatrical and the unrated director's cuts of the film. So on the 4K disc, like I said, theatrical and director's cut, new 4K restoration and Dolby Vision, presentation of the 35mm original camera negative, audio commentary by editor Alan Holzman on the director's cut. Disc 2, the same thing, editor Alec Holzman, director's cut, The Making of Forbidden World, featuring interviews with Alan Holzman, special visual effects artist, production designer Rob Shutak, I hope I pronounced that right, actor Jesse Vint, composer Susan Justin, and more. Pretty cool, though, too, that this movie had a woman as the music composer on there. You don't get a whole lot of women music composers on film, so it's cool when you see one. And more. Interview with producer Roger Corman. Interview with special effects artist John Carl Buechler. Early Buechler film, which, and the special effects are definitely top notch. So, even still, Buechler was definitely at the top of his game when he was doing this movie too. I know a lot of people consider his version of Jason's design for Part 7, The New Blood. I know a lot of people consider that to be the definitive Jason look, and it is amazing. I'm not taking anything away from it. I'm just saying, because Buechler's work in the effects department is, really outstanding in this one too. Theatrical trailers, TV spots, radio spot, and photo gallery, and that's pretty much about all you get. Just looking on here, though, it's like, I should have known, when you consider all the sleaze and everything else in this movie, like the kind of like sauna scene, with what's her name, the actress Dawn Dunlap and Jesse Vint, their characters nude and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's like when you're seeing a story by Jim Wynorski and R.J. Robertson, it's like, when you see, story by Jim Wynorski, that explains the sleaze element in this. But anyway, so here you go. Then on here, there's on the back. These are your discs. Hang on. Yeah. And then here you go. No reversible cover art. So, but this is going to be the thing, though. I would say, you know what? Real quick, let's do this is going to be like the new traditional ceremony. Let's put this bad boy in the protective case. So first we do the slip cover. There we go. Nice and protected. And I put the movie in there too. Close it off at the top. And there we go. Nice and beautifully preserved and protected. But yeah, honestly, I'm glad that I did went ahead and bought this. And I know I probably could. As a matter of fact, I think I did look it up, and it's like I think I could have gotten on Amazon. I think I could have gotten the Blu-ray a little bit cheaper, but I thought, what the hey, I'll go ahead and get it on 4K. Why not? Because what if it turned out, it's like I've seen bits and pieces of this movie, but to actually sit down and watch all of it in its entirety, it's like, it was a lot of fun. So what if I had bought this on Blu-ray, then decide I wanted to get it on 4K? So I may as well just, go for it now while I could. And I'm actually happy that I got this, and I don't regret it. To keep it, and it was $30.99, which is just a few more cents. But it does keep in with what I'm trying to do, what I said I was going to do at the beginning of this year for the most part. Now I realize I broke my rule when I got I did it twice actually. First of all, at the beginning of the year when I got the 4K they had the 4K for the director's cut of Midsummer at Walmart. And that was about $50, so I shelled out for that. Never thought I was going to do that, and then I did it again just a little while ago when I put in the pre-order for the Beyond 4K that the Grindhouse releases. Get ready. So I did break my rule twice, but for the most part, I really have been trying to stick to my rule of trying to keep the 4Ks at $30 or lower, and the Blu-rays at $20 or lower. So I've been able to do that for the most part. And this here, like I said, it was a few cents over, but not too bad. Still, I ended up saving, it was $2-3 more, saving $2 to $3 more if I had just bought it on Amazon. So I got it for $2-3 less, so that helps. And but overall, yeah, I'm not upset. I'm not sad that I bought it. And like I said, it's actually Scream Factory really did do a good job on the transfer and everything, and it sounds good. DTS HD Master Audio. I believe it's the usual like 5.1 or 2.0. Let's see, Dolby Vision. So yeah, but anyways though, I really enjoyed this. Have fun with this movie, and it looks great. And if you were to ask me, like, I would say, yeah, if you really love the movie, if you don't have a copy of it, I would just say, yeah, if you got the money. Now, if you don't have the money, I'd say go a cheaper route. If you could find a DVD at a good price or a Blu-ray at a good price, I would say go for that. But if you got the money, you can spare it, I would definitely say, yeah, go ahead and pick it up on 4K because it really does look good on 4K. The 4K really does pop. And just some of the scenes look amazing. And, a movie like this, with a lot of the dark, kind of like hallway scenes and spaceship scenes and stuff like that really does lend well to a 4K transfer. So I would definitely recommend it. If you can get it, go ahead. If you can't, I say, yeah, if you want to go for a cheaper option, I say do that. So yeah, go ahead and pick up Forbidden World. I definitely recommend it. And I am hoping that we can get, a handful more of some of these Roger Corman, produced sci-fi schlock classics on 4K. It's been fun. This one was fun to get. Humanoids from the Deep was fun to get. Galaxy of Terror was fun to get. So I am hoping we can maybe look forward to, several more of these, I can't think of any titles right offhand, but, maybe something will come. But anyway, so yeah, we got that done. Now, real quick before you go, if you don't mind, I'd like to show you. Okay, you're going to stick around? Okay. Yeah, if you left, okay, that's fine, you left. But if you're going to stick around for a few minutes, if you got a minute, I'd just like to show you a couple of things that, I picked up I thought were pretty cool. This here, I found a new book that sounds pretty interesting to me. And you guys know I do love books as well as movies. I just love stories. So I love movies. I love books too. I picked this up and I thought this was going to be pretty cool. This is True Stories of Spirit Encounters. This is called Ghosts Among Us. Written by Leslie Rule, who is the daughter of Anne Rule, who actually does the foreword to this book. And it's just, like retelling of like ghostly. Where's like some pictures? Hang on. Kind of like just some just like retelling of like ghostly events and stuff like that, and talking about haunted houses, haunted hotels, things like just different stuff like that. This is I can't see that. Yeah, I guess it's supposed to be like a haunted merry-go-round or something. So yeah, you get the picture. But yeah, I saw this and it was only $2, and I am a fan of Anne Rule as a true crime writer, and I thought, oh, this is cool. Her daughter, she writes true crime books. Her daughter writes ghost story or ghost books, true ghost books. So anyway, so I picked this up, and I just thought this was kind of cool, so picked that up. This here, I had put this. It's funny now because what I just spent for the Midsummer 4K earlier this year, and then what I spent for the Beyond 4K that I just pre-ordered, because for the longest time I was like, I would not pick up as much as I wanted it on 4K. I was not going to buy it because I was just like, I don't want to spend $50 on a 4K. And but I kind of feel in a way that the Beyond is kind of justified in the sense that it was $66.66 plus $10 with the shipping, so it's $76. So, without the shipping, let's just go with the 66. It was about $10 and change, or no, $11 and change per disc. Anyway, I'm getting off base here. So, I found this. I've been wanting to get this for a long time, and I finally found it. It was brand new. It was still sealed. I had the Blu-ray, but now I can up the glorious 4K. I got The Changeling from Severin. Like I said, this thing is brand new. It was brand new, still sealed and everything. $25.99. And for the longest time, I did want this, but it was just, that was the thing. I just did not want to pay that $50 price tag on this. And I just held off. And I just got to a point, I was just kind of like, I think I could just, I do like this movie. It's a great ghost story. I think I could just live with it on Blu-ray. Went into my local record store, but boom, there it was, about almost 50% off of what it usually went for. So instead of $50, I got it for $25.99. So you're looking about what, like 49% off? So, but to finally have it in beautiful 4K. And I checked it out. I watched it. It looks great. It sounds great. The transfer on this is amazing. So yeah, to finally, a long, long time, like I said, I've really been wanting this. I just didn't want to pull that trigger. But to finally get it for almost half the price of what it used to go for, I think I did pretty damn well considering. So anyway, yeah, there we go. The Changeling on 4K, upgrade it. Now I can trade in my Blu-ray, get something else for that. This here, I got this. I've been wanting to see this for a long while. The price dropped down to $9.96 on Amazon. And I'm a true crime fanatic. And funny thing is, Anne Rule was connected to this. For $10, I got No Man of God. I just watched this a little while ago. This movie's actually really good. Ted Bundy revealed the truth to one man based on a true story. It's a really good movie. Luke Kirby here, who plays Ted Bundy in the movie. I will say, that man does a really, really good, solid performance as Ted Bundy. There are scenes you could tell, the way he's doing, kind of like the, just kind of like the mannerisms, the facial expression. If you'd seen interviews with Ted Bundy, Luke Kirby just nailed it. He looked as much like Ted Bundy as you could get as close to, and it was a great, it was a great portrayal. Elijah Wood was really good in this. This is another case of Elijah Wood's production company. He co-produced the movie as well as starring in it. But yeah, this is a really good movie. It's a lot of talking. It's a lot of, it's a dialogue driven film. There's not much to see in here, but still, as a true crime aficionado, this was a good watch, The only bad part though is on the back there, the damn sticker, so I gotta get some Goo Gone, take that off. But overall, yeah, this was a really good film. Both of these two actors did a great job. And I do agree with the making of featurette, though. It does make sense that, to have a woman direct a movie like this because, let's face it. The story of Ted Bundy really is a story about women, since that women were his victims, women and little girls and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, this is a really good film. And if you're a true crime aficionado and, you're into, true crime films and all that kind of stuff, I would definitely recommend. Check out No Man of God. It's actually really good. Hopefully on Amazon it's still $10. So this one here, I had the original one. I had the Anchor. This is the old Anchor Bay Blu-ray of Bereavement, and that was the thing. I bought the Malevolence films. I bought 1 and 3, and I had this for the longest time. But I really wanted to upgrade and so I did. I got this one here, Malevolence 2 Bereavement, with the absolutely scrumptious Alexandra Daddario there. And who else was it? Michael Biehn, John Savage. Yeah. So I really wanted to get this, and, so that way, and I did, so this way I could put it in with the first and the third movie, and plus 2, this is the unrated director's cut. Where does it say? Yeah. So it's right there, director's cut, and this one runs about 107 minutes. I know this is 111, so it's only 4 minutes longer, but still, it dropped down to a nice, reasonably afforded price, and so I was able to jump on it. So I got this, and now I can put it where it rightfully belongs, in between Malevolence 1 and Malevolence 3. So now I have all, the 3 in the trilogy. So there we go. Happy about that. And again, now this is one I can, hopefully I can trade this in at my local record store, get something else I want for it. So probably will, because, I'm sure like there are people out there definitely going to want those Anchor Bay, And last but not least, I was a little disappointed to find out that this was a burn on demand, but that's okay. I'll still take it. I got the second one. It was nice to finally get the first one. So I got the 10th anniversary edition of Grave Encounters. Like I said, I have the second one on Blu-ray, and so I really been wanting to pick this one up so I could have it to get both movies. Like I said, I just am a tiny bit disappointed that it's a burn on demand. Maybe, but I think this will hold on long enough till hopefully maybe somewhere down the line we'll get like a nice, who knows, maybe Umbrella or somebody will get the rights to this and put out like a nice, like, like nice press disc, so we get a good authentic copy of this. But in the meanwhile, this will do. So anyway, so so that's it. That's everything I picked up. And so nice to, now have both of the close encounters, Grave Encounters. Now it's nice to have all 3 movies, proper 3 movies in the Malevolence trilogy. A great new true crime movie that I do recommend. So, and a snazzy, fulfilling a years-long dream of, wanting to upgrade a certain movie from Blu-ray to 4K, and now finally living out that wish. And to get this fun Roger Corman produced flick into my movie library now, to have it and enjoy it in beautiful 4K. There you go. Oh, and don't forget my book about ghosts. So, but anyway, so yeah, there we go. So I'm very, very happy with everything I've got here, and So if anybody took the time to watch all this, I thank you for doing it, and I appreciate you for doing it. I honestly hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please leave it a like? And if you haven't already yet, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. That's going to do it, everybody. So take care. Have a good night. See you all later.